All right, I am about 2.5, 3 miles out of Winding Stair Gap. Left Franklin this morning. I cannot say enough good things about Franklin, especially the First Baptist Church. Those folks really reach out their hearts to hikers. They put on a all-you-can-eat pancake and bacon breakfast every day. They start on the second Sunday in March and go for a month. So they cover the bulk of the big hiking bubble. And they take your picture and they send a note home to your family for you. And they just bend over backwards to help hikers out. The whole town does. I stayed at the Budget Inn for the last 2 nights. The Budget Inn is no Four Seasons, but the people that run the place just bend over backwards to help hikers out. They'll run you around town. They have a shuttle that runs out to Walmart, the grocery store, and then across the street from the Budget Inn, they got Baltimore Jack's Place, which is a hostel owned by the same folks. But it isn't your typical hostel because each room is just 4 people. There's a bedroom with 4 bunks, and then a common room with a little kitchenette, TV, couch, a place to relax, enough outlets to choke a horse. So, and then it's almost apartment, has its own bathroom, so you got semi, private conditions as opposed to a bunk room, with 30 people. So it's, really nice. And they got an outfitter, a small outfitter there. It's actually a satellite of another outfitter. And then the folks over at Outdoor 76 just bend over backwards to help hikers too. That's the outfitters that right downtown. And like I said, cannot say enough nice things about Franklin. Franklin has set the bar pretty high for trail towns. Everybody that was in at the same time I was in pretty much agreed the same, that the mayor asked this morning, or actually asked through one of the people at church at breakfast, if there was anything that the town could do to make things more enjoyable for hikers. And my comment was, if they bend over backwards anymore, their backs are going to turn into pretzels. So, super nice town. As you can see, there's still some snow on the ground. It got into the low teens last night, which is why a bunch of people stayed for an extra day. The hikers stacked up in town a little bit, so I got out on the first shuttle. I'm going to try to show a little bit more of stuff like this, share a few more of my thoughts. And I'm definitely going to pay closer attention to the battery of my camera. Trying to get to Wild Bald Shelter today. It's 11 miles. Should take me about 6 or so hours, I think. Maybe 7. Depends on the terrain. And then get to the Nantahala Outdoor Center 2 days from now. Pick up a resupply box and go on to Fontana Dam, which is the southern gateway to Smoky Mountain National Park. So we are hoping that this winter storm that has come through the Midwest now, good job me. It's Thursday the 16th, excuse me, Thursday the 16th. So we're hoping that doesn't dip down here, because we've heard that the people that were hitting the Smokies around the time we were hitting Franklin were being locked out, told they couldn't go. So we're hoping that doesn't happen to us. We'll see. So supposed to be coming up to a bald here in a mile or so. It's supposed to be a pretty good view, and today I have a day 4 views. So when I get there, I'll show you what I see, take some pictures and share them with you. So talk to you all later. Bye. I'm coming up on Wyabald, which is a bald mountain. That's what they call them here in the Appalachians, or at least down south. And what I'm showing you is the results of one of the forest fires last year. This tower that I'm going to show you, it's an old fire tower that's made of stone. And up until last year, the second story actually had a roof. And it had interpretive plaques telling you what was where. And I saw a video earlier this year that the plaques were all burned up, and you'll be able to see in a minute that the roof's gone. But the view is still spectacular. And after the terrible day I had on Mount Albert when I was in the clouds, I'll take this. So I'll talk to you when I get up to the tower. That's the tower I was telling you about. You can see up top. I'll show you when I go up there where the plaques were all burned and stuff. But worth the walk. This is the view at the top of that tower. I spent all day climbing to see this. I think it was worth it. Missed out on the view on Mount Albert. Sure didn't miss this one. So that's it for now. Well, I'll do it this way. It is Friday, the 17th of March. On my way out of Wyabald Shelter. The plan today is to go to Westerwald Shelter, which is 10.5 miles. But depending on how my legs feel, I may go on to the NOC. We'll see. Had a little bit of the soreness in my left knee as I was sleeping. As you know, it'd sit in a position for quite a time and then move it. It was kind of tight. But as soon as I got up and started moving around, it seemed fine. Did 11 miles yesterday from Winding Stair Gap to Wyabald Shelter. Wyabald was, well, Wyabald had the best view I've seen so far, even better than Blood Mountain down in Georgia. It was a tough climb, don't get me wrong, but it was absolutely worth it. This is what we're walking through this morning. And it looks like my battery's going to play its silly reindeer game, so I'll have to swap it out when I stop for lunch. But I will catch up with everybody later. And I also apparently have to find a new clip or a new bolt for my shoulder mount. So, or find the old one that is probably in my pack somewhere. So talk to you later. Bye. This is the view. You can still see all the snow from the other day. So just thought I'd share it later. I'm on top of Westerwald, and as you can see, I've got this for a view. Now this wasn't quite as hard as climbing up Wyabald, but it was quite the climb. So I'm going to head down to the shelter. I think, I doubt you can see it, but I think those lakes down there are part of the Nantahala River, And tomorrow I'm heading down to the Nantahala Outdoor Center, which is called the NOC. So we shall see. I'm going to take some pictures and I'm coming up on the NOC, which is the Nantahala Outdoor Center, and it's a mile, I think, 137. And I think back to when Squirt and I were on Sassafras, and this guy said he was describing the climb down and the climb up out of the NOC. And I was thinking back then, as we were on Sassafras Mountain, dying every 100 steps, boy, if I could only make it to the NOC. And here I am, coming to do it right now. So, talk to you later. So this is the Nantahala River. Got in here about an hour and a half ago. Gonna stay the night. And like I said, this is one of the places, like 2 weeks ago, can I even get here? So I am here. The bridge, I'm on a bridge that the AT crosses over, and the bunkhouses are actually on the far side of the bridge. So I come about halfway down the hill and grab the AT. I'll probably grab it tomorrow, and we'll catch you down the line. Talk to you later.